What's up everyone, this is Asadullah Chaudhary. Today we're going to look into the jQuery mouse events. So let's get started. So let me mention over here what we're going to look into. The first event is click, double click, mouse enter, mouse leave, mouse up, mouse down, hover. We're going to look into these events. Okay, so this time I'm gonna use a div tag and I'm gonna give it some styles. Width is 600 pixels and height is, for example, 300 pixels. Background is hashtag EEE. Margin auto to put it in the center of the page. H1 text align center. That's it. Let's create a heading tag as well. Perfect. On script.js I'm gonna write some script. So I'm gonna start from this click event. Box dot click. Okay, so as soon as this box gets clicked, this function will be triggered. This will be called. This will perform some functionality. So right now I did not wrote any instruction, so it's time to write some instructions. For example, I'm gonna write dollar h1 dot html. You just click the div tag. Let's go back to browser, refresh. This is, I think I should use some darker color. Background C. Now it looks better. Okay, if I go to this this box, if I click this, you just click me. I'm talking about the left click, not the right click. So the click event is associated with the left click, not the right mouse click. This is how it works. Let's go back and try to use some other events. I'm going to replace it with double click. It's straightforward. This function will be called if I double click the div. Refresh, double click, and it's working. Simple enough. Okay, so the next event is mouse enter. This event occurs if your mouse enters the element. So let's implement it. Mouse enter. Your mouse has entered the div. So mouse leave is the opposite of it. When the mouse leaves, this event occurs. When the mouse leaves some specific element, then it occurs. I'm going to copy this, paste it right here, and mouse leave. your mouse left the div tag. So if I'll take my mouse on the div tag, this message will be displayed. Your mouse has entered the div. And when I'll take my mouse away from the div tag, your mouse left the div tag. This message will be displayed in the heading h1 tag. Let's go back to our browser, refresh. So if I take my cursor on this element, your mouse has entered the div. So let's try to leave this. I'm gonna leave this box now. Your mouse left the div tag. So this is how it works. Simple enough. Okay, so the next event is mouse up. Let me remove this. Mouse up. I think I should use the click event as well, just to show you the difference. Click event occurred and mouse up, mouse up. Mouse up event occurred. Clicking the left button, if I click the left button, this click event will be occurred. Releasing the left, right or middle button, the mouse up event will be occurred. So let's try this in our browser. Clicking the if I click the left click, if I use the left button or left click, the click event will be occurred. And if I right click, mouse event occurred, mouse up event occurred. Let me remove it, because this should be occurred if I release the button. Refresh. Yes, now it's working. Whether you're using left button, right button or the middle button, as soon as you release the button, this event will be occurred. I don't have the middle button, I have the scroll instead on my mouse. I have the left button, scroll and the right button. I just press the button, I left it, and here it is, mouse event occurred. I'm gonna use the right click. Right click occurred. Perfect. Okay, so the mouse down, it is opposite to this mouse up button, mouse up event. So for example, if I use it, mouse down, mouse down event occurred. If I'm using the middle button, or I mean if I'm pressing the middle button, left button or the right button, this event will be occurred. I'm clicking the left, I'm using the left button, mouse event occurred. Refresh. Now I'm clicking the right button, right click, mouse event occurred. Perfect. Okay, however, it's another event. It works same as mouse enter. If you combine mouse enter and mouse leave, it will become hover. So let's try this. Your cursor just entered the element. Refresh. I'm gonna take my cursor on this div element and it's working. Your cursor just enters the element. This time I'm not clicking, I'm just taking my cursor on div tag. Okay, so this is how you attach a single event. So we have another control. We can use the on method to attach one or more methods. So for example, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write dollar box on dot on. So this time, as you can see, I'm using the on keyword, on method, sorry. On method expects two parameters. The first parameter is the event name, whichever event I want to use. So I'm gonna use click, and the next one is function that I want to use. Let let's put this over here. I'm gonna clean it up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is dollar h1 html event occurred. So let's try this in our browser. Refresh, left click, click event occurred. Perfect. This is what I was expecting. I'm gonna copy this, paste it over here, and this time I'm gonna use double click, double click. Double click event occurred. I'm also gonna implement all of these events, rest of the other events. Mouse enter and mouse leave. I'm gonna copy and paste, and this time it's going to be mouse enter. Mouse just entered. Mouse leave. Mouse just left. And then mouse up and mouse down. I think these events are enough because I'm running out of time. Okay, this time I'm gonna apply some other styles as well. Paste dot css, background yellow. This time the background is gonna be orange, and this time the background is gonna be wheat, and this time the background will be sea green. Let's go back and check it out in a browser. If I it's not working. Left click, console, there is no error. Mouse enter, it's not working. It should work. Actually I made a mistake in my script. So this is, I mean, this is how you can use this on method to attach a single event. But in order to attach more than one events, the syntax is a little bit different. For example, I have to remove these codes, and I have to use colon, sorry, colon. Let me remove the other quotes as well. Okay. Opening brace, and this there should be the closing brace. Okay, so now let's try this in our browser. Mouse just entered, mouse just left, click event occurred, double click event occurred. So this is how mouse events work. So hope you like this video lesson, and if you stuck somewhere, you can come back to me and I'll definitely help you out. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel.